Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. In this update, we want to check out Telcoin's price chart and see what is going on in short and also mid to long term. But before we get into all that, real quick, let's talk about, I would argue, this very important news about TL. You see, in case you have been following Telcoin for quite a bit, you know that they are a very solid project with a rather promising future ahead. And what happened in late June, I would argue, is a very good step in that direction. You see, in case you missed it, Telcoin just launched the first regulated on-chain bank accounts in the United States. And before you say, well, okay, that's just another crypto announcement, let me explain what is going on in here and why I would argue this is kind of a big deal. You see, here is what makes this special. Telcoin Digital Asset Bank, also known as TDAB, holds a full bank charter under the Nebraska Banking Act. Now, why does that matter and why do we care about it? Because companies like, for example, Circle and Ripple, which are the giants behind USDC and XRP, they only hold conditional trust charters from the OCC, which means what? They literally cannot take cash deposits or offer checking and saving accounts. Telcoin in here can absolutely do that, no problem at all, and that, I would argue, is a completely different regulatory league. And this charter, by the way, didn't really happen overnight. No, Telcoin actually helped write Nebraska's Financial Innovation Act back in 2021, basically 5 years ago, and then spent many years going through the approval process before finally getting the green light in November of 2025. So what does that actually mean for regular users? You see, think about your life right now. You probably have a bank application, maybe a payment application, like for example, PayPal or Venmo, and then also you got a separate crypto wallet. 3 different applications, 3 different balances, 3 different sets of fees and delays. Now, what Telcoin is trying to build in here collapses all those into one single regulated bank account, and with it, you can hold dollars, make payments, and also interact with crypto all in one place on blockchain rails 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the roadmap, by the way, doesn't stop there. And this is kind of the exciting part, since yields on EUSD balance and deposit cards are both coming later this year, which gives TDAB actual revenue streams that most stablecoins issuer can only dream about. This is, I would argue, the part that we should probably have our eyes on in the near future. Now, to be fair, there are of course a few things that we should keep in mind. For example, this is a state charter, not really a federal one, so its regulatory durability is still being tested as federal stablecoin laws, like for example the Genius Act, continue to take shape. And also, again, like we said earlier, several key features, including the most important one, yield products and merchant accounts, are still on the roadmap, not live necessarily yet. I'm really hoping that they're not going to have any problem with their plans, but hey, you never know. So you see, the vision is very much solid, but still execution over the next 12 months, I would argue, is really what matters. Now, what I find fascinating about Telcoins, and I would argue probably a lot of other altcoins as well that are having solid fundamentals, is actually the setup on their charts. Why is that important? Because let's go on TL's chart. There we go. Okay, so let's go around here. You see, in terms of fundamentals, in the last 2 years in Telcoin, I think it is very much safe to argue that we have seen constant improvements and we are on a beautiful upward trajectory fundamental wise. However, in terms of technicals in the last 2 years, in a lot of crypto projects, number one, we have seen a lot of sideways downward price action, and in some cases, number two, unfortunately, we have seen some moves to the downside, and this gap to me right in here is a huge opportunity, since in the projects that I believe in them and I have done my research about them, I believe that fundamental wise they are going to continue delivering. However, price wise, I don't really think that they are going to go down forever. I think eventually the price is going to go back up and catch up to the fundamentals, meaning what? if I buy the dips right around the lows, I am going to make a whole lot of money in the mid to long term. And this is exactly, in my opinion at least, the setup that we are having in TEL's price chart. Because let's go on daily time frame. Okay, what have we done in the last 2 years? As you can see, there we go. We are right now around August, and in August of 2 years ago, we were basically around the same price that we are right here right now. But fundamental wise, again, in Telcoin, we have seen massive improvements. Basically anything and everything that back then were sort of kind of a speculation now actually happened, and then some. So I think it is fair to say that Telcoin doesn't really deserve these types of prices, okay? I believe in the mid to long term, the price of this token is going to appreciate quite a lot. And overall, we do actually have the setup for it, because I think in this initial bull run back in 2020, 2021, we have a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, followed by a correction down. Now, if you want to be pessimistic, our correction can be in form of a zigzag structure, something like this, which for our sub waves, we're gonna have 5 down into A, correction for B. Shape of it doesn't really matter. Let's just call it an ABC in this instance, and then yet another 5 wave to the downside into our C leg. And if I just go in here, there we go. You see, you could technically argue that in Telcoin, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into A, correction for B, and then yet another 5 wave to the downside into wave C, which in it we may very well go down and take the lowest low in here about, let's say, 0.009 of a cent. But then I really don't expect that Telcoin is going to go a whole lot lower, since just under the lows we are having this important area of support. So if we get like those types of moves to the downside, which means essentially something like a 50 to 60% move down, since again, fundamental wise in Telcoin, we are very much on the right direction, I'm just going to buy the dip like there is no tomorrow and just let fundamentals and time at that point take care of the rest, because the bullish setup, I would argue, is absolutely here. I believe this is a beautiful 5 wave up followed by a correction down, meaning what? This is a great setup suggesting the next move is going to be in the long term. This isn't necessarily about the short term price action, okay? In the long term, the next phase is going to be a huge one up in order to hopefully take the highest side for the first target, about 6 cents. But I'm really hoping that we're going to go quite a bit higher than that. And you know what? By the end of this cycle, let's not even argue that we're going to go up and take the highest side. Let's just say we're going to go up and take this important high about, let's say, 1.3 cents. There we go. Even that is yeah, something like an 8 to 10x move on the upside, which I don't know about you guys, from my POV, yeah, it's definitely not that bad. At that point, I'm gonna make a very good amount of money. Now, if you want to be a bit optimistic and you want to argue that this point is our final low, then okay, I guess at that point you have to say this is, as opposed to an impulse down, just a WXY in form of a double zigzag, and then we are having maybe, excuse me, from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and since we are having overlapping of the waves, this is going to be an expanding leading diagonal into a wave 1 on a higher degree, followed by a correction for wave 2, and then what? Conclusion is the same, a big move on the upside into wave 3, 4, 5. And you know what, let's not even consider this one. Let's just say this is going to end up being an ABC zigzag, something like this. Which, okay, once again, for our C leg, we're going to do what? We're going to go up and take bare minimum this important high, about 1.3 cents, still having something like an 8 to 10x move on the upside. So as you can see, one way or the other in Telcoin, seems like that in the long run we are looking very much optimistic. It's just a question of whether in the short term we have hit the lows or not, and I think to answer that you need to just honestly take everything step by step. You see what is going on in this area. And if you remember the last time that we talked about TEL, we were specifically around this region, and the idea was that, guys, there's a very high chance we are having an ABC in form of a flat structure, meaning what? After this phase up is over, odds are we are going to continue our move down, and we are going to take the lowest low all the way down here for the first target, and then possibly go a little bit slower. Did we do that or not? Yep, we absolutely took the lows in these candlestick right in here. But is this enough? I'm gonna argue maybe not, but here's the situation. You see, there's very well a good argument to be made that, for example, from here, we're going to end up having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at that point, you're going to say, well, okay, this is definitely an optimistic sign suggesting hopefully the lowest end, right? Yes, it could be, since let's just go around here. In case you are a new viewer to the channel, you should note that if you want to be bullish on any chart, Elliott wave wise, you have to be able to find off of your recent lowest low at least a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. And in terms of the sub waves, there we go. We're gonna have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. And for our corrections for wave 2 and 4, we can consider different possibilities. Let's say maybe ABC for 4 and a WXY structure into our wave 2. So if you get this thing, you might say this is a great sign, right? Yeah, again, absolutely. But pay attention, there's a chance that in Telcoin, even if we want to have this structure off of the lows, there's a chance that at that point, this is just part of a corrective movement in form of an ABC. I'm going to say maybe an expanded flat, which looks like this. This is our initial move up into a correction for wave B, which in it we are going to go down and take this initial low and then a rather strong phase up into our C leg, and then it once again we are going to take the height of our wave A. And for our sub waves, we're going to have ABC into A, ABC into B, followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure on the upside into our C leg. And wait a minute, where's the lowest low in here? It's actually this one. What do you have off of it? Beautiful 5 wave up. So this may very well fool a lot of people into believing that, you know what, maybe the bottom is in, and a lot of people are going to unfortunately go long right in here without just waiting a bit more and see what the shape of the coming move to the downside actually looks like. That, my friends, is gonna be a beautiful trap for you, and that's precisely why we argue if you are able to identify a 5 wave off of the lows, just don't rush into anything, okay? Let's wait a bit more and see what are we going to have after it. Is our move down going to be a slow and choppy one or not? If it is, fair enough, maybe this is a bullish setup, indication of this point hopefully being our final low. If not, and for example, we're going to have a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that might be a bit of a different story, indication of this phase being starting from, again, this point and not the lowest low, and A, B, C in form of an expanded flat structure. So you see, in Telcoin, there is a chance that we're going to get a move up, but is that going to be an optimistic sign or not? I think it could be. However, we shouldn't really be jumping into any kind of unnecessary bullish conclusion way too fast, okay? In my view, there is a good argument to be made that either from here or maybe from a little bit higher, we are going to have yet another phase down in order to get to about this important area of support between, let's say, 0.145 to about 0.16 of a cent, and then hopefully in here we're gonna hit our final low. As long as we're not getting here though, I'm gonna say we are probably looking a bit sketchy, and let's actually expect a move to the downside. So if it happens, we're not gonna be surprised at all, and if it doesn't happen, and for example this thing is actually going to mark our final low, great, we're gonna be pleasantly surprised. And believe me when I tell you, we're gonna have plenty of times to buy the dip. Just do not be overwhelmingly bullish in case we end up having a rather strong bounce, okay? When is it going to be the time to be actually quite optimistic in TL with a lot of confidence? I'm gonna say when we successfully once again go back above this very, very important cluster of support from weekly and daily time frame at the same time between 0.19 to about 0.22 of a cent. If we get a very strong phase in order to go above this level and then start doing a consolidation above it, you know what, fair enough, that is going to be a bit of a different story. As long as we're not having some concrete bullish signs though, I think we need to just be very much patient and vigilant and just honestly take everything step by step. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Telcoin's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.